show. We're coming on. We're recording. Let's put the phones down. We're ready for rock and roll. Here we go. Brand new jumper punch. Play the intro. And how we going? And welcome to the jumper punch.
Hang on.
So, we're starting this old but new show. It's got a new format, some new guests. We've got a new co-host. And while we're here, let's introduce you to the co-host. And this is Marcello.
How are you?
Good, mate.
How you
You're
been?
about to shake my hand. Come
Oh,
on,
well,
let's do it. I saw it.
I was looking for it.
I was going to hang it. I was going to leave it hanging there, but nah, man, come on. So tell us a bit about yourself, mate.
A bit about me. Oh.
Yeah.
Passionate Carlton supporter.
Bad.
Yeah.
Have you ever cracked it? A few times? I heard that. So maybe we have to show you some of that stuff one day.
Maybe cracked a few chairs in my time, but a bit of fines there.
Yeah.
But I've been a passionate supporter for 27 years, you know.
Nice.
From the womb, so yeah.
Yeah.
See nothing.
Yeah, that's it.
We've seen a few finals. We've seen a few finals.
Look, I understand, man. As you can see behind there, the Blues, the 95 premiership, man.
Look, I was born, so I did see it. I was at that game.
You were there?
No, I was 1 year old.
I was there, mate.
Yeah,
One day I'll tell you about it, man. A few beers, man. The 95 premiership, man. No, that's it. So we got Marcello. We're also going to have a special guest coming in later on, and I'm telling you, man, I've interviewed Manton. I've interviewed Wiggins, Wayne Harms. I've interviewed Wayne Harms, but I reckon this bloke here, just quietly, mate, we could be the best of the lot, mate. I'm telling you right now. All right, before we start, this is the jumper punch. I just want to thank Pom. Pom helped us start this jumper punch, and as a father figure, he's turned around and said, it's time to spread your wings, and so decided to move on my own. Pom has not retired. Pom is still going to be on Blue Abroad. He's still going to be on his show, which is Pom in Oz, so make sure you catch up with that. So thanks a lot, Pom, you're a legend, huh? So let's go on with the new, Pommy, mate, love the bloke.
Passionate as ever.
All right. So, there was a game last night. Hey, look, I've got a run sheet, mate.
You got a little professional.
I feel like, what's his name on the couch there? Bloody Gerard Hilly.
Yeah.
Good player, Gerard Hilly. Yeah, so the big game yesterday. What'd you think about it, mate?
Scrappy, but did what we had to do to get over the line, I thought.
Exactly right, man.
As in the soccer terms, was a 31-0 victory away from home. So, look, you take the 4 points.
100%, man.
We rise to, 6 on the ladder?
100%, man. 6 on the ladder, yeah. You're absolutely right, man. That was scrappy. And during the game, man...
Mate, it was a bit
I was getting upset, man. Mate, you should have seen me, you know. But after, reflecting on it, man, there was some tough conditions there, man.
Yeah, it was humid, slippery, wet, just had to get the ball, gain territory.
Yeah. And you know what?
I did it well.
You know what? I think they were playing dry weather, and they took some time to adapt to it because they were trying to be too fancy. They were fumbling the ball, you know what I mean?
They just didn't kick your little 5-10 metre kicks inside.
It wasn't working, mate. It wasn't working, you know. So I think they did pretty good, you know. While we're here, it was at Metricon Stadium. There was 11,000, and I reckon 8 of them were calm. How loud are these people, man? They're unbelievable. Man, the score was 9-16-70, so don't start me on those 16 points, man. I don't understand. You got all day, every day of your life to practice. Kick the goal straight, for crying out loud, but managgia la miseria, but anyway, and they were 8-11-59, so that was the only kind of disappointing. Yeah. Seriously, some of those shots.
Finishing off, 30 metres out, regulation set shots. spraying them wide.
Far out, man. There was a couple that didn't even make the distance, man. Like, what's going on in this world? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, the goal kickers, McKay kicked 2. He was a bit slow.
Yeah, it wasn't a big force night, I thought.
No.
You know, but when he got his chances, he took them well.
Yeah,
so,
he did well.
You know, the Kraken, you know, as I call
well.
him, he did do his
He
job.
did well.
Yeah.
And then we got Murphy, mate.
Murphy?
Mate, Tezza. He's your man. He's been telling me.
Tezza's favourite man. Look, I'm not a fan favourite of Murphy. You know, he's done well in the past, but
he did.
Look, probably his best game of the season. I thought.
It was 100%.
So,
and those goals, and you know they say that it's games in fucking centimetres.
Yeah.
Mate, 1 centimetre, either way, that bloke's kicking no goals, you know, and all of a sudden he's kicked 2 goals, so that was good. And then we had a goal. Bets.
He bets from
he does that.
Regulation for him. It's like a free throw.
And
Unreal.
the pressure of that bloke. Yeah. He did so well, man. So, and then, you know, Casboll kicked a goal, so he should. He missed
he missed that one in the first quarter. You know,
the
same as the Collingwood game. Man. Go back, have a bit of confidence in yourself.
Man.
You got a big kick.
Stick your
fucking foot through it.
Nah, of course, man. I don't know what's going on.
You know.
I don't know. But look, he kicked the second one.
He did what he had to do, I guess.
Cripper kicks that goal.
Look, you know, he's starting to get on the scoreboard now. A bit of impact, finally.
Yeah,
you know, from last year, he was a bit.
I was saying this, man. I reckon last week was a line in the sand. This could be the change.
The return.
The return, man. I reckon. You know, like
he's a gun player. You know, we've relied on him for how many years. So.
Nah, look, I love the bloke, and look, he put in some good effort, man.
Yeah, I was tackling. I think what did he have? 9 tackles, something like that last night.
He had the 9 tackles. He had the 9 tackles.
Led by example, along with Ed Kerno. I thought it was.
And Kerno kicked the other goal, which was a great goal, and definitely we'll
go
with the votes later. But far out, man. I can't believe that they talk about like getting rid of the bloke at the start of the year. I'm talking about fans and that. Come on, man. Like the bloke is just if everyone.
His heart and soul. He puts it all in. He leaves it all out on that.
I love him. I love him, mate. I love him.
At the end of the first quarter, he's always blowing like he's run a Boston Marathon.
100%, man.
You know,
he just keeps running, and he's always around the Pac-Man waiting for that release handball, man. He knows, man. I'm not going to say Greg Williams, but he just no one can be Greg Williams, but he gets to every contest.
He does.
He kills himself,
I think
man.
That's his type of game last night, though. Gritty, dirty, in and under.
We need that.
Just try and get advantage, gain the meters. So that was his game last night, and he took it to full advantage. I thought it was.
I loved it. So we're 6th on the ladder. Percentage of 103.
About time
we're over the thing. Yeah. A couple of other little things. You know what I mean? As I said, they took a little bit of time to adjust. They were just rushing a bit, but once they got the hang of it, they really did well. So some of the players I want to mention is Jones, Wiedering, Plowman. The back line really have been standing up.
Yeah, they've been playing very well. I thought Wiedering was immense last night. Just one-on-one. He's a freak.
He's a freak, man. I'm telling you, man, so happy we got this bloke, man.
Generational talent.
Yeah. You know? And look, Jones is another one.
Jones, you know, he does those little things.
But you take that
stuff, but that's Jones. You get the good with the bad, you know. Mate, he would look intercept marking all night was spot on.
Mate, I love the bloke, man. I love the bloke. I don't care what anyone says, man. I'll put him in my side every single day of the week, man. And then the other one is a young fella. Well, Doc, man. There. No, the back line was superb, man. So they just did what they had to do. Yeah. But for me, like Cottrell.
Cotty's cordial. I like to call him. The redheaded
I love the bloke, man. The bloke
yeah, he's good. I love him. Man. Bit of a cold here.
He got something like, he's the Mitch Robinson, mate. He just goes in, he doesn't think, mate, but he does what he has to do.
He doesn't shy away from the task. When it's his time to go, he'll step up.
100%, man. Love him. He really puts in the hard yards, man. The other one was Parks. He didn't get a lot of possessions.
But when it was his time, he did what he had to do.
How about that?
He gave a little one. I like that. I was on Lacocious, I think.
Yeah, get him off. What a wimp. Fucking, he should have just rammed him, mate. That was the best, man. I loved it.
I think he broke his nose from that. Well, I think because his head smashed the turf and, you know, but good hit. Well done, son. That's what I like to see.
Man. And that's what you are. And the thing is, man, he's only had a couple of possessions and you're talking about him.
Yeah.
So that shows how much presence is around the ground, you know.
That's good. Well done, young players.
And then we got Sauce. Sauce with that tackle, man. He's the heart and soul.
Look, it was at a time where we needed a goal. So
100%, man.
You gotta love him.
Mate,
He's better. You stand taller with him next year.
100%, man. That bloke there, man, you can just see, and he's really like, I'm telling you, his skills. And if you look, I don't know this stat, but I reckon if you look at the score involvements, man, I reckon he's in 80% of them, man. He's always
those little handballs.
Yeah, always,
good link-up player,
man.
I think.
I love him. And the other one is, we've got the new Grundy now, huh? Pitts.
The Aldi wine. I call him the Aldi wine.
Mate,
he's like a cheap bottle of wine from Aldi.
Hey?
Tastes good though. He's very good.
Pay $1 million bucks for that big banana, right? We get him for like 300 grand, man. The bloke's getting 55 hit-outs, mate.
I know he didn't really have to line up against anyone, but he does his job every week.
He did his job, man. He's done his
job.
Does what
you have to ask of him, and goes out there and executes.
That's it. So he's done good. Look, a couple of little things I didn't like, right? Listen to this. There was 62 hit-outs to 22.
Yep.
We lose clearances 38 to 47. How do you do that? You know, and the other one, stoppage clearances are 39 to 30. You can't be getting that many tap outs to still lose, so there is still some sort of issue going around.
Problem they have to rectify. Against a better team, you could be exposed, you know.
Well, Williams coming in next week, should be
reading the tap of the ball, I guess.
And that's it. And I'm going to give you a stat about Cottrell too. I did it right down. Okay. Listen to this, man. So, total distance ran. Who do you think was the highest? Well, I just told you. Cottrell, 16.4. And he was equal with Walsh. That's the highest, right? I'll give you another one. Maximum speed. Who was the highest?
Cottrell again.
32 Ks he ran. And the other one was the total sprints. The highest in the game, 23 times. The bloke, man, I'm telling you.
Puts the effort in.
Puts the effort
in. And he gets reward for it as well. There's a little celebration.
I like it.
Count the dollars, mate. You don't let him, mate.
Later on, I'll show you.
Swung the table.
Yeah, I like it. No, he's good.
He's good.
And then we got, alright, so now, look, we'll go to, you know what? I feel like a coffee. You feel like a coffee? Alright, give me a sec. Mate, I got him on order here. Let's go, mate. Excuse me. Hey! Hey, give me 2 short blacks. You reckon you can bring them down? Hey, but quickly, huh? Alright. Because we're doing a show here. Alright, don't make any noise. Bring me 2 short blacks. Thank you very much. Alright, so they're on their way. We'll get a couple of short blacks. And we'll keep on going.
Short blacks are served, gentlemen.
Oh, look at we go here, mate!
What's going on in here?
We'll take them.
What's happening here? What's happening in
Look
here?
at this, mate!
Look at this.
Am I in the wrong building?
No, you're in the right building, mate. Everyone.
I was staying in. We got to get in the middle.
It doesn't matter, mate.
Doesn't matter.
Alright, first of all, we have a superstar here. Let's go, mate. How we going? We have Paul Sebastiani here. Mate, this bloke here is all over the internet, man. Everywhere I look, who do I see? I see this bloke here, man. He's calling games. He's on the internet. He's doing the reserves. He's doing the women's, mate. He's everywhere, man. I'm telling you, this is the Bruce McAvaney. How you going, mate?
Mate, I'm excited.
You're excited?
Well, I said, mate.
What are you excited about? The game or being here?
No. Oh, being here.
That's it.
Au café, biscotte.
Anyway, let's. Hey, listen. Before we go. Hey, who wants a little bit of Medellin?
Chuck it in.
Hey, the old man used to call this the Medellin, and now for the Australians, that means the medicine. It fixes everything. This thing, trust me, man. We have a little bit here. We have a little bit
here. Organica.
We got the dog here.
The dog's here as well. Come on. Out you go, love. Come on.
Outside, Cleo. Outside.
Come on.
Good girl.
I gotta get
Good
rid of
girl.
this one. Come on, she's tougher to get rid of than Nick Curnow. Come on, love. Here
Cleo, outside.
Here.
Outside. Good girl. Good girl.
Good girl. Here. There she goes.
Beautiful. That's a good one. I like that. I may just come up like that like that. How do you come up with that? Just like that?
Yeah, well, you know. You got to be on the bounce when you're a caller and a journo and a...
Here we go, mate.
Grazie.
To the Blues.
This is to the Blues.
To the Blues. Well done.
Ooh,
beautiful.
That's good.
That's fantastic.
That warms the cockles.
Oh, mate.
I love it.
Gets rid
right
of
down the hatch. I don't
and the biscotti too. Look, we've got the Italian biscotti.
That's it. Beautiful. What did we say yesterday? Well, I said this is what's going to happen. I I said 2 weeks ago when we lost to Collingwood, we're going to go 2-2.
Yep.
You did.
And then we're going to go to the MCG on
I
Saturday
was
night.
a little bit less.
Yeah.
But you,
We're going to go to the MCG on Saturday night. Get 55,000 there, and we'll all be leaving halfway through the last. That's what's going to happen. I'll tell you, that's what's going to happen.
We're going to be pumped up.
Beautiful.
Yeah. No, man, we're back, mate. We're back.
Look, my only concern is that this has the feelings of that. Remember when we went 2-2 and then we played St Kilda and everyone was. Bada boom,
was it 2 or 3 and 3? I reckon.
I think it was 2 and 2, and we went into that St Kilda game.
Man, and they were playing like bananas that year.
Yeah, they were.
Right?
So,
and then, what happened, mate? And then we just fell apart.
Smashed us.
I'm worried about that too.
The only thing I will say, the positive thing for us is that home fans, it's not at Marvel, it's at the G, which should suit us better, and
100%.
they've got 3 outs. Dersma, Rosie and Butters probably won't play. But it was all about last night, wasn't it? So,
No, 100%, man. And we're going to have we possibly could have an injury there with Sauce, I reckon.
Yeah,
the wrist, I think.
Sauce. I think Plumwood will be alright, but I reckon Sauce, they were actually talking today, they might have to do surgery.
fuck.
So
Yeah.
if they're going to do that to put it back into place, we've got to do. But while you're here, because we've got the king of the reserves here, man. We've got the king Urre. They call him Urre. Listen, you're at the game.
Yeah, so
Alright,
the disappointing thing, look, obviously the news that Marchbank has confirmed that he's actually done an ACL, which is shit.
I feel bad, man.
Yeah,
Seriously, the bloke cannot. I'm really
garbage.
fearful that he'll really ever get a good run out of it.
So that was a bit of a dampener on the win yesterday for the AFL boys.
Man.
The VFL boys ended up getting beaten by about, I think it was about 6 goals in the end. So a disappointing result in a
I did notice they kicked like 9 goals in the second
It was a
quarter.
really high scoring game, like a really high scoring game. And we
Alright, so if Sauce comes out,
McGovern will come back in. He kicked
Because
three. He kicked
he
3
kicked
goals
another 3.
again.
He's looking alright, huh?
So he's looking. I think he played a lot more game. He played more game time in the game against Box Hill. So look, I think whether or not he comes in for Casbold, I don't know, because I know that they love the 3 talls. We love playing that 3 tall prong attack.
It's that second ruck they're always talking about. They're worried about who's going to help out.
You know what? You kind of probably do when you look back at it, because I don't think they want to throw Harry in there too much. It's too much of a. You lose him if someone knees him in the ribs or something. You know, you've got to be careful there.
Even Cribs sometimes, I think, what are you doing, mate? You know, and he gets in there. Man, Chuck, like Ed Curnow had a
Ripper.
No,
That's good.
he went up in the ruck.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
Yeah, he didn't get it, but he had one ruck contest.
There you go. Probably
Yeah,
the
it was
first of
like
his
the 2
career.
shortest blokes, and they got a goal out of it.
Oh.
So I'm gonna, I might have to have a word to Curnow about that.
They were solid enough last night. It's all we can ask for. Just go there, get the win, and just come back.
Mate, sometimes you have to win.
Of course, mate.
Like you got to do what you got to do, man. Like
We haven't done it enough. We haven't done that enough for
100%,
God
man.
knows how
At
long.
the end of the day, it comes down to wins. Doesn't matter if you win by 1 or 100 points.
Man,
Just
when
get
they-
the W.
Hey,
Just get the W.
Correct.
next year when you see the W, you're gonna go, oh, you know, he missed the goal. And then you're gonna say, oh, he won. That's it. Hey, we win next week. Man, we're free to all of a sudden, man. And you're right, man. We lost last night. It would have
But
been
see
a
now,
disaster.
like the winning momentum, it's palpable, mate. Like it's irresistible. You can't. Carl will be up and about. You know, we'll be. You know, I mean, Port Adelaide are going to be tough to beat as well. But
You're gonna be tough.
Gold Coast up there is not. They're not easy beats.
No,
Mate, you've seen it this year. It's not like
They're
they've
not
been
easy beats.
and they
A
were
lot of talent.
that weather, man. I'm telling you, that humidity, man. I'm hot now. Like I'm about to faint now, and
I
it's
might
like
faint if I have one of these.
have a
mate.
look, Scott. Have a look,
Look at
Scott.
this, mate.
Nah, I gotta look after the weight, mate.
Yeah, I know. Me too, man.
You're fine.
Look, I will say, I was very impressed with the way we defended last night.
Yeah.
There was a big question mark
It was.
after the Collingwood game.
It was.
A
It
huge
was.
question mark.
Stood up
And-
tall.
And they stood up, you know what I mean? Like Plowman is one that I was bagging him flat out, you know.
But rightfully so.
Yeah.
And it's
Rightfully
Deserved
so.
it.
You reckon the coaches are going to be saying, hey,
No.
come on,
You can't.
get your act together, mate. Same with the midfield defensive pressure.
Yeah.
No.
Get your act together.
Yeah, 100%, man. They have to do it, and that's right. And when we bag them, look, we're justified in doing it, man. We expect something more from them. If they're not doing what they're asked to do, of course we're gonna bag them, you know. But you're right. Last night and even last week, they've stood up.
Yeah.
This is the main thing. They've stood up, and I don't care how the win is, man. They stood up, and players took. I spoke about this last year and that. Taking your moments.
Yeah, correct.
That's all it's about, man. You might be shit ass all night.
Yeah.
Harry had a terrible first half, but when his moment came, he took it.
Yeah, 100%. Even Walsh, I thought, was a bit slow into the game.
But you know,
in that second half, he
killed it. But he ended up with like 20, 25, 26 possessions.
But it's just a running power on the hand, you know.
Man. I love him.
Professional.
Seriously, he's just
my favourite player. Him and Wiedering.
Yeah, definitely.
I said it, mate. Does Jacob Wiedering make a mistake ever?
He made a couple last
Did he?
week. Yeah,
one on the full, maybe.
A couple on the full.
Yeah, but like he's pocketing.
No. He doesn't, man, and he's very. The good players, you know what you notice about them? They look like they got time.
Correct.
And he looks like he's got time. Walsh looks like he's got time.
That little. I know he's a big guy, but he's got that little step inside.
Yeah.
You know, so mate, Darcy Moore.
Forget about Darcy.
Don't worry about Darcy Moore. Don't worry about Darcy Moore.
Man. What a waste of time that bloke is.
Sausage.
Seriously, mate. We seriously have got some of the best defenders going around.
Well, we
mate.
do.
Him and Doc. And what about Sard?
Well, look.
Yeah.
Played on one knee. He played on one leg. He couldn't run. He could see. He was challenged.
Yeah. He kept it going.
He had some big moments in the last quarter too. Some huge one-on-ones that he had to win.
Hurt.
Oh, mate, you could tell he was.
He was hurt.
You could tell he was. There was no. He wasn't the bloke receiving the ball.
No.
That way, you know. And he still nearly kicked a huge goal in the third quarter. He missed the shot on the run, but. And you said it too. There's still some scope for improvement with him.
100%.
You know, whether it's just. You know,
they're not using him right.
And,
they're not using him right. I don't think they're using him. They always put him under pressure. Wait till they start learning him how to use that bloke. I mean, he's going to be a weapon.
I hope so.
Oh, he should be. Well, we saw it at Essendon, so
100%.
He's capable of. So.
Hey, listen. I'm going to talk about a couple of players here.
Tell me.
Right. First of all, Dow and Kennedy. Right. I'm going to give you some stats here, mate.
I'll leave this to
you. You're going to leave this? What do you reckon about Dow?
Look.
And listen, let's remember he's a calm player and that is big thing. But once you cross that line, mate, I expect a certain.
You're going to get scrutinised
level
on
from
how you play. So,
mate, you're on the big bucks.
He had early in his career. He showed what he can do. You know, he's got that burst away from backs and you know, but it's the kicking you needed to clean up. He just can't get to a
He
goal.
plays
Can't
like
find
he's
his own
scared.
footy.
He plays like
he's
he's scared. He's not. It's all up there, man, because he's got the skill. Because look at Cottrell. Cottrell hasn't got his skill.
No.
Right? But
Works harder.
mate, he works hard at it. So listen, I'm going to say, I'm going to give you some stats here I wrote down. I'm a stats man too now. Listen to this, right? Between Dow and Kennedy, I don't know what Kennedy's done not to get a game, right? Seriously. I know they're trying out Dow, but anyway, listen to this, right? Kennedy 10 minutes, Dow 87 minutes. All right, so disposals 4 to Kennedy, 8 to Dow, but he only had one kick. All right, this is what I'm going to do. 1 tackle to Kennedy, 3 tackles to thing. All right, he was there for a long time. All right, now, score involvements. Kennedy, 2.
Right.
Dow, 1. All right, I'm going to give you this one here. And stoppage clearances, right? Kennedy, 1. How much for Dow?
None.
Bananas. That's what he got. Bananas again. Alright, this is the other one I didn't like. Kennedy. Listen. Meters gained. Right? Kennedy was on there for 10 minutes. 167 metres. Now, that was on there for 87 minutes, yeah? How much you reckon? 500-600 metres? 23 metres. Seriously, I ran further yesterday to go and get like a beer to go back. I ran further than this bloke here. Nah, seriously, he's got to work hard
at the moment.
He's got to work hard.
But I understand why they've kept him in the last couple of weeks.
Give him that block.
But again, there's nothing wrong with going back to the reserve. Just find your touch, mate.
Yeah.
Because now it's getting to a point, right? This is where it's getting at. It's getting to a point where if they just keep him in for the sake of keeping him in and development, I reckon it's going to destroy him.
It will. It will.
Because the pressure will just keep coming on him. You know, look, the pressure's always going to be on. You're an AFL footballer.
Hey, listen, you said this to me like a couple of weeks ago. What do you say to Dow now? As the coach, would you go up to him and you go, hey, you know, there's nothing wrong.
Correct. The messaging's got to be positive. It's, mate, we think you're a 10-year player.
Yeah.
We value you. We picked you up with a really high draft pick.
Yep.
Go back to the reserves. Get your hands on the football. Get some confidence back. Get away from all the spotlight and all the media and whatever. Go down there. Do what you got to do. When your form's good enough to come back into the side,
straight in.
Yeah.
Come back in. Simple.
100%.
Simple.
100%.
There's no.
There's
As I said, premiership
shame,
players have gone back to the reserves. Rocco, mate.
You've got to find the touch sometimes.
Of course.
So,
And Kennedy's, the door is...
He's
smashing it, mate.
He's smashing it, man. And I think he should be in the side. I think he should have been in the side a long time ago. I like Kennedy's work. People bag him, but I like his work. So, and he's definitely like now earned his spot in front of Dow.
The only thing I'll say is that Kennedy and Dow midfield is a like for like.
Yeah, it is.
That's the thing. I think Dow is a bit more explosive.
If he does it.
That's a problem too.
Yeah.
It's all right. Well, you're going like for like, but you're not going like for like in certain aspects.
Yeah.
But then if he's not winning the football, and you're going to get a guy in the midfield who's going to be winning his own football, what do you do? You've almost got to play Kennedy.
No, you do.
Cunningham.
Cunningham
he comes back this week after the.
But he got concussion.
Oh, he got concussion.
I heard he ran into his own potential there. Is that true? Is that how he got concussion?
Mate, yeah, he's
I like Cunningham.
I do.
He's another one like.
But he can be a match winner. He's got it in him.
Mate, those moments are like I'm
I
thinking
know.
to myself, man, we've got like the next Cruiser Jada here, and then he goes missing like.
Just consistency, I guess.
Again, he's another one. Yeah.
Mentally.
I agree.
It's all above the shoulders with
It's
him, mate.
above the
I think
shoulders.
he's got, mate, ball in hand is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Beautiful with ball in hand.
Look,
but
I think he'll get his go again.
of course he will.
100%.
He'll get his go again, and hopefully, you know, like there's going to be room for him to come in, even if it's not this year. It's going to be next year. You know, Murphy's out. Like he's not going to go forever. You know, so he'll get his chance. He'll get his chance.
Of course.
He'll get his chance. All right, but now that we're talking, I used to do this segment. I'm going to do it again. It's called "You Should Have Stayed Home," and unfortunately, Dow, you should have stayed home. Now listen, I don't want to be like, there has to be someone like, seriously, like if he stayed home, we still would have won by 11 points.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, Dow, every week, should have stayed home. Anyway, don't worry about him. Now we're going to give it to the votes. I got my votes. Did you get some votes?
Yeah, I got some votes.
5?
5.
You got 5? You got
I can, yep.
You're going to give me the 5. So what we're going to do is, I got my votes. Now, you're going to get back to me with the votes from the previous weeks. We're going to put them up and then we're going to do the Rocco and the Marcello. You're going to go back and do some homework. Oh!
My head. We'll go
backtrack here.
Yeah,
Alright, so I'm going to give my first 5 votes.
Okay.
Alright, so I gave 5 to Kerno. That's easy.
Yeah.
Alright, so I gave 4 to Doc.
Okay,
Yep.
Alright. Gave 3 to Jones.
Okay.
I thought when he had to, he went. Now, this is a bit controversial, the last 2, but I gave 2 to Cottrell.
No, controversial.
Man.
It's controversial. It's controversial.
I love
It's a
it.
good pick.
Controversial.
It's a good.
I
He played well.
And listen, man, I could have given 1 to Heaps because really there was a lot of good players.
And that's a good sign.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
It is. So I gave 1 to Gibbons.
Like, yeah.
Well, there could have been a whole heap. There could have been a whole heap.
And he was out for 20 minutes of that call or whatever.
He copped a
Got
good
back.
whack. Oh boy.
Got back up and he went
Seriously,
straight back on the field.
If I cop that whack at
Love
work,
him.
I'll be on compo for at least 2 years. 2 years I'll be at home.
Yeah, the game, mate.
They get straight back on.
I mean, you got the brakes up top of the fridge, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
That's how
And I thought he was
Just in
playing
case the
well.
cameras.
So you know what I liked about him? When he went off the ground, he was smiling.
Yeah.
Bring it.
He wants to be there.
It's a
I know.
footballer.
You know why? You know 2 years ago, 3 years ago, right? He was digging holes for a living.
Correct,
right?
yeah.
He was digging holes, and then all of a sudden he's playing AFL. He's figured this is like the best.
Correct.
That's why some of these players feel like they're privileged, that they deserve this. No, we're going to give you the chance. I'm going to give you this top.
You deserve it.
Right? You deserve to have the top, but now you've got to earn the right to wear it every week.
Correct.
He earns his fucking right.
No,
man.
correct.
Good
Exactly
luck,
right.
We love Gibbo.
All right, let's go.
You're
Marcelino.
I'm going to go Kerno 5.
Nice.
I'm going to go Wiedering, the Austrian sausage.
He was one. That's true.
That's a biased pick, but anyway. No, he was good. I've got it. You'll know where I put it.
Doherty.
Yeah. That's 3. You got 2 more.
It was Jones.
Yeah.
I thought Jones,
Jones is good.
Jones, mate, when he had to go,
mine was a toss-up between Walsh, Cripps,
Yeah.
Murphy, Cottrell, but I thought maybe Murphy. Probably his best game of the season for Carlton, so I'll give him the
No, that's good.
Give
I
him
like
the
that.
one.
Are you going to remember them? Oh, have a look at it, because we've got to write them down, huh? Because we're going to have an award at the end.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to have an award.
This is going to be
Rocco and much
award. Yeah.
Award. All right, let's go.
The winner gets a big travel lasagna at the club at the end of the season, mate. Carbohydrate lift. Yeah, that's it. Don't worry about the Premiership Cup.
That's it, mate. This is the award.
5 to Curnow.
Of course.
4 to Jones. Fantastic last night. 3 to Wiedering. 2 to SPS.
Okay.
Loved his game.
Yes.
Loved his game.
Yes.
And 1 to Mark Murphy.
Yeah.
No, that's good. And as I said, there were heaps around SBS, man. I love SBS. Mate, I love the way the bloke moves. He is, I'm telling you, I told you this the other night.
You did say.
Andrew McLeod. You watch, he's going to be the Andrew McLeod, mate.
I hope so.
Mate, the way that bloke moves, he's smooth.
He's a smooth mover, yeah,
He's
he
smooth.
is.
So.
Just needs a bit of confidence sometimes with that kicking.
Yeah,
But he can take
definitely.
those kicks and directly.
Definitely. So we're going to have a leaderboard next week and all that. And
Chuck it up.
We'll
It'll be up. It'll be up.
We'll go up. So we're gonna go back to my run sheet here.
Yeah. Is there a bit of screaming coming up from you? A bit of shouting?
Yeah. There's going to be a Rocco's rant, mate, and you're going to be happy about this one. But what we're going to do is, there's going to be 3. Now I hope I can get these when I'm doing the editing, so that everyone can see what I'm seeing. But you've seen them. The first one is, everyone have a look at this photo. It's coming on now. All right. Sard. Can you see it? What's going on there, mate? Seriously, like has he never got sun in that position there?
Maybe he just loves the Carlton jersey so much that he's sleeping with it. He's sun tanning with it.
No,
he can't take it off.
I'll never walk out of that house without a top on. That's bad.
Maybe he's probably just wearing his Carlton playing top around all day.
You know what he's going to do? He's got to stay there at the Gold Coast just for a bit longer.
And even it up.
Let's even it up. Maybe just put some things on the CV.
Some sleeves on from here.
I've never seen that in my life. Seriously, that was like. Anyway, the next one is we're going to go on to. Mate, I love this kid, man. Walsh.
Yeah.
Now have a look at the photos. There's 3 photos, so we're going to go. Here's the first one, the second one. Now look at the intensity in the third one. Look at those eyes.
Loves it.
Mate, he's looking at the coach, go, give me more.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the bigger picture, there are a couple there, like, there was, mate, there was Levi, he's in the back there, he's counting the fucking blades of grass. This shows the intensity of the kid, huh? Look at him.
Yeah, but see, when you look at stuff like that, you look at the output.
Exactly, man.
It's not, and I said last week on the show on Monday, Blue Broad, when I was... I don't think he's the most talented player in that draft.
No.
He's the hardest worker.
But his work rate, his professionalism, and the way, mate, he is head and shoulders above anyone in that
From
draft.
day dot, like, you can do running figures, but for 18-year-old, 15 kilometres every week, minimum.
Yeah, man. Listen, if everyone worked as hard as him and Kerner...
mate, we'd have no problems.
No, we had no problems. The lights just switched off. I don't know what happened there, but anyway. It's all good. It's good. No, too much heat in this room.
Maybe it's foreshadowing.
Alright, the last one is, look at this one with Cottrell, and he's running after this bloke, right? Look at the bloke next to him. He looks like he's about to die, huh? Cottrell's got his tongue out. He's like stirring him up. I love this kid. Man.
Yeah.
Never drop him again,
But
please.
it's work rate.
It's work rate.
And we fucked him at the end of last year. We kicked the match-winning goal against Sydney and they fucking drop him.
Can you imagine? He would have gone home to his mum. Because he for sure still lives with his mum. He's like 12 years old. Hey, there's a bit of a stat I found out. He was born on a leap year.
Yeah, he's only 5 years
He's
old.
only
He's
5
years old.
I love that. He would have gone home and gone, kick the winning goal. Oh, congratulations, you're a good kid, a good boy.
Oh, what are you doing next week?
Oh, yeah, I'll be playing. And his dad, like, 6 months later, don't you play a game anymore? I don't know, man. I know what I did to the coach, but anyway, he's not playing.
Maybe that's what he was counting, the number of games he's played. 5, mate.
Maybe. Well, now that's what he's doing. That's the thing, huh?
He's gonna
Give me now.
I don't mind
One
that.
win, 2 win, 3. Every time I play, I win a game.
I don't mind that, but just kick the goal.
Nah.
And go back to your position because it's the Gold Coast Suns.
That's right. That's true.
Just go back to your position and
That's true. But love the kids. So anyway, that's good. So all right. Next week. What are we doing next week, man? Who we got? We got Port Adelaide. We got Port Adelaide. We got Port Adelaide at the G. 7:25.
Big game.
Yeah, they had a good win against the Tigers.
Yeah. Massive win. Huge
They're
win.
4th on the ladder. Right. So
don't forget that heartbreaker last year. It's got to spur them on.
I remember, man. I remember that. That's seriously, that could be one of the worst moments of my life last year.
I've never seen it, and I don't want to see it again. Not like that. I never got the role reversal.
I don't watch that shit again. No way I watch that shit again. No way.
Garbage.
I went outside. What time was it? Like 10:30?
Yeah.
I started like digging the tomatoes outside because I couldn't even speak to anyone, man. Like I started doing the gardening.
It was bad. It was
so
bad.
But look, it should be different. You know, as you said, the G's a lot bigger.
Yeah. But you know what I want them to do in that game? Look back at the game last year and think, all right, where did we go wrong? But take the professional approach. All right, you know, you're going to be a bit emotional. You know, it's a home game and all that, but don't let that take over. Don't let that stay in the back of your mind. Stick to your structures. Keep up with the heat. You know, bring the tackle pressure as well. Stick your tackles. Kick your goals, mate. You still got to be a professional outfit. But at the same time, you've still got to have the emotion from last year just twigging away in the back of your mind saying, mate, these bastards got us last year. We had them on toast when...
And we did.
You know,
we had them
and
on
we let them
toast
back in the last couple of minutes.
Right.
You know, they had it so many inside 50s late in the game and broke the camel's back and boom. And Gray kicks the match winner. So... You know, got to get it back. The setup favours us this week, Rocco.
You just gave me the
Arjun, mate. It wasn't the was it? No, it wasn't the coffee. Was it? But the setup suits us this week. MCG, home ground. They're sore. Yep. We've got winning momentum.
100%, man.
Get to the ground.
I want to see 65,000.
Everyone get to the ground, man. Everyone get to the ground, man. We want.
Turn up.
You know the way. You know the way those peasants, the way they treat us when we go over there.
Never tear us apart and all that. Whatever.
Turn up. No fair weather supporters this week. Turn up to the
tear them a new arm.
Come on, let's go get there.
Yeah. So that's it. So next week's gonna be a big game.
Huge
game. All right, now we've got a special thing. I know this is a bit like. Without any notice. Is that what you say? Without any notice. Now we have got one of the premier callers. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a bit of a challenge. What we're going to do is Blue Broad. We're playing in next week's game. Yeah.
Oh boy. Yes.
All right. The Blue Broad people. Everybody in the Blue Broad that you could think of is playing in next game. You're going to call some play. We've got a couple of minutes to go. Let's do this.
Oh, here we go. All right. Here we go.
Let's go.
30 seconds left. Mark Mad Dog's Mia and he's barking instructions out on the sidelines. He's going berserk. He's got the 1 minute sign held up. The Blues need to move the ball forward. Terry in the middle of the MCG. He's got Pommy to his left. He's got Mars to his right. He goes to Pommy. The handball received by Mars. The Blues go long inside 450. Paul goes up. He couldn't take the mark. 15 seconds to go. Rocco picks up the crumbs. Right foot snap and comes. 11-77. This is unbelievable. They've hit the front by a point. Port Adelaide 11-10-76. Incredible by the Blues. They're going to hold on. 7 seconds to go on the MCG. And Rocco's kicked the winner.
I love it, mate. It's been my dream for a long time. I just kicked a winning goal against a scumbag, mate. I love it.
And Mad Dog's Mark Meerman's going berserk on the sidelines. He's gone berserk.
I love it, man. That was fantastic, man. That was the best, man. And you just come up with that on your face.
Hold on, I just had a head rush. I'm alright.
I imagine you're going to do the whole thing.
I'm alright.
Alright, listen. I'm telling you, Fox Foot in that, man. Seriously, take a look at this, mate. Take a look at this.
I'll sign the dotted lines.
Take a look at this. But just quietly, I'm not going to name them. There's a couple on there, seriously, mate. I turned down the volume anyway. Get this bloke on here. All right, I'm not always going to do this, but every once in a while I'm going to have a little bit of a rant, as we call the Rocco's rant, right? And this week I wasn't going to do anything, and then I read something this morning, right? Now, I don't want to be controversial in that, I love everyone and that, but now the Carmel theme song apparently is racist. what is going on in this world? First of all, right, Mr. Potato Head, they turned him into like Mrs. Potato Head, right, because they couldn't do it anymore. The coon cheese. Now you can't say black sheep anymore because they're rainbow sheep. Now, like, I don't know what's going on. And now all of a sudden this is a racist song. Come on, people, where are we going? And man, do you agree with me? What is going on here? How can there be, like, as if I knew that was a racist song, man. It's not even a racist song. It was just a tune from 120 years ago when we, like, stood the horse and carriage. Now, they're going, oh, now we're going to change the song. Are you serious? You think that anyone sits there and goes, oh, we're going to be singing about, like, the slavery or whatever it was about, man? Man, we're in a different world now. We're in a different world. This is not a racist song, please. Can we just stop this? Because seriously, society is going in the wrong direction here. Seriously.
Well, when you look at the world in one veil, and you think that everything's just like that, well, what are you gonna? Everything's racist then.
Well, it is. You know, you
so,
can't do anything anymore,
You know.
and it's not just racist. You know, like your male chauvinist or blah 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 blah. You know, most of the times, man, trust me, man. We're not like that, man. We're all good people, man. We all love each other.
Made in innocence.
Whatever. Look, if the Lily of Laguna. So this is the song, right? The song is Lily of Laguna, right?
Yeah.
Whether or not the song had racial undertones, I don't know.
That's right.
I don't know. It may or may not have, right? Some people are offended by it. Okay,
Yeah.
Whatever.
it's the melody.
It's the melody.
We are the Navy Blues. We are the, what do we have to change it
Yeah.
for?
And no one would know this. I'm telling you, no one would know. No one would know this. So, look, I don't think anything's going to happen.
Nothing's going to...
But the thing is that
more,
it's out there.
more articles to click on.
People just looking for things in the world because they're bored,
And this is it. So,
looking for something to be
perpetuated. We are one of the most, like, racial, what is it? Like,
inclusive club, mate. Have you seen what they do off the field?
Yeah. No, they're the best, man. So,
They
and
do everything
to tell you
off
the
the field.
truth, not just us, all
AFL.
mate.
Now you know what I hope they do?
What?
I hope they play it on every single PA system in all the train stations, everywhere. Just play it everywhere.
Well, they will when we win the premiership.
You know the only thing or the only people that song oppresses is Collingwood supporters.
Yeah, that's true.
Because every time they hear that song, they think, oh, not another fucking grand final.
Another grand final.
So maybe we've got to feel a bit sorry for... No, fuck them.
Nah, sorry, nothing, man. As I said last time, man, I wish nothing but misery for everyone that's involved in that club, people, grandfathers, daughters, everything. The misery is the worst, and the pain of this week is absolutely heartburn. They're going to go to the hospital. All right, let's go. All right, this has been great.
Good.
Loving it.
Been a pleasure.
I hope everyone's enjoyed it. We'll be back for sure. Unless Terry's
going to kick us off.
You're watching.
Let's hope. Hey, listen. Push the subscribe.
If you watch it, maybe you'll get some free biscotti as well.
You'll be a hamper.
You'll be a hamper or something.
Too. Hey, send me a message. I'll send you a number biscotti. Hey, push the like button. I've never done this, but you know.
Give us your comments, like, subscribe,
likes, everything, man. If you got any ideas, man, let us know.
Share it out. Yeah.
Beautiful.
We'll definitely. I'll get back to you as I always do. So it's been a pleasure. Marcella. It's been a pleasure, Paolo. Hey, you gonna come back?
Of course I'll be back.
All right, of course you're gonna be back.
You gonna invite me back?
Of course I'm gonna invite you back.
Hey,
you gotta get another call, but this time, maybe I want to kick it from like 60, 70.
Okay.
We're gonna do that one day. You think about it.
No worries.
All right, guys. Love you all, and we'll see you next week. Go the Blues!
Okay.
Love.
You want to do some talking in there?
Hello, how are you? Blah, blah, blah.
Uno, due.
Dio porco.
Dio porco. That's going in the thing.
Let's see how
That's going in the
There you
in the outtakes.
There you go.
Oh,